This is part 2 of the tree traverser exercise, and this one focuses on the additional features. So if you haven't already solved it or watched the first part, then do it before continuing here. So if you feel like improving your solution or want to prepare for next assignment, you can do some of these additions. Build HTML-like strings to the console rather than this here element HTML blank equals en. We would like it to look just like here. So yeah, okay, that should be easy. Because rather than writing element, we're just going to write this one. And then the tag name, of course, should be, this is uppercase, it should really be lowercase, but we can just, it's a string, so we can just call to lowercase on it, and then it gets lowercase immediately. And then rather than printing it here, we would like to print it at the very end. There, I think. And so we have to add the attributes to this string. So we have to build a string, so we can't use a constant because we have to change this one. So it must be that. And the attributes should then be added to this string, like we say string should add these parts here, and then finally string should have an end tag added. Maybe we should console log it before the children. Yeah. How would that look? Ooh, it looks nice. Oh, there's something. Each attribute, of course, should have a space before it. I'll just put it there. No. Yeah, that's okay. So, now it looks almost like HTML. So what's the next part? Return the string rather than console logging it. That requires that you return a string from the display function and add the result to another string when calling the function. Okay, so I don't want to console log here, but I want to return and then that would return up here, so I would console log something here. Console log. How would that look? Does not look good, because all the children also call display info, and that should then be added to this string. Oh, I need a function here, because I need to call display info, and whatever that returns should be added to the string. I need something like string plus equals whatever display info returns for this child. So I need a function for each child, and I think that is okay. No, like this. Yes, let's see. Syntax error. I forgot to close this one. There. Ooh. Yes. Maybe, just maybe I would like to add a new line after each tag starts, like here. So like adding a new line there. Yeah, it looks a better. So, what does it say here? Don't let the display function console log the string, return it, and let the traverse function display it. Yeah, I just did that. Note that you have to include the return string from the display. I think these two really should have been moved around. Or maybe it could be solved in a different way. If you're really ambitious, add indentation so that each child element is indented 2 spaces from its parents. Okay, that's so every time we call display info, that wouldn't that be, no, that wouldn't be a child. Each time we go for children, then we would have an indentation, and then we would end it again. So indent 2 spaces, and here stop indenting 2. We could do that by having a global counter here, and that's going to let indent be 0, because first it's 0, and then maybe before adding an element we would add an indentation of some sort. So that the first thing would be a space, repeat the number of indent times. That would be 0 spaces right now. Does that work? Yes, 0 spaces. And then every time we start on children, we would increment the indent. And every time we are completed with children, we would decrement the indent. Ooh. But it's only 1 space. Should it really be 2? I can just multiply by 2 up here. Yeah. Gotcha. So, ooh, it looks almost like actual HTML now. See here, HTML and head. Yeah, okay, that isn't. But head, meta is indented, body, head, nav, and then main is at the same level as header. Yeah, looks cool. So, if you're really ambitious, add end tags to the output as well. Okay, but only if I'm going to stop reading here and then say an end tag would be after the children. So that would be here. Add end tag plus equal, that would be just something simple like backslash and the element tag name to lowercase. Is that enough? Ooh, looks ugly. Because then there should be a new line after that as well. Ooh, looks horrible. Ah, yeah, because we can't. Oh, then we are going to move the new line up here. No, it looks even worse. Maybe add a new line. No, we can't do it there. Can we do it at the very beginning? No, it looks even worse. So let's just see, without any new lines, how does it look? So we have indentation, we have one element, and then we have a new line when we start a child. So children, each child, that should, before indentation here, we should have a new line. Let's see if that makes sense. So HTML, yeah, head, yeah, meta, and then maybe we should also have a new line after an end tag. Yeah, I think it's there. HTML, head, meta, title, head is ending there, body, header, nav. I should add indentation to end tags. Ooh, if they're on their own line, but not if... Man, this is difficult. How do I get this one? How do I know? We need to... If this is the first on its line, add indentation. So if the last string, how can we get the last part of the last element of a string? I think we can do something like that. If I say r equals Peter, str substr -1, that would get me the very last. So if the last character -1 is equal to a new line, then add this indentation. See what happens. Whoa, this looks nice. So yeah. Header, nav, h2, and then there's a b and a b. And then say, okay, but only for those HTML elements that has end tags. So we don't really want this meta, because looking here, meta doesn't have an end tag. And also the BR doesn't have an end tag. And are there others? No, the rest of them actually do. No, an HR doesn't have an end tag either. So add an end tag if there should be one. And then we'll say if the current element of tag name isn't one of HR, BR, and what was it? Meta. There's I can't write like this, but maybe if I can put those in a string, say HR, BR, meta. It doesn't really matter if I space them or not. If they include our tag name to lowercase. If our tag name to lowercase is one of those, then it shouldn't. So this should be, if this is false, then it should display these end tags. This is getting way out of hand. I'm just going to clean up a bit here. So what happens? Yeah, but it still needs a new line, apparently. I can just add that no matter what, say at the very end, str plus equals a new line, and then don't do it here. That's strange. What's that? Why is there 2 scripts? Oh, that's the live server that injects some code. Okay, I get that in my DOM. Whew, I just thought that was an error. So this is how this seems to work. B, yes, of course, because B is part of BR. Ooh, then B should have an, because if there's something called B or something called MET, that would also be included in this. I'm not sure how to fix that, so I'll just pretend I didn't see it. And then the extreme one, the text of an element, yeah, don't go there. Thank you, so far. So far we got almost HTML output from this tree traverser, and I think my solution, it works. It could probably be way more elegant, but this goes for now.